Welcome to the Kickstart Your Pelvic Healing video series. In this video series, you will learn what daily healing rituals are, why they are essential for your healing journey, plus how to personalize them for your specific healing journey. And you will learn two of the most powerful healing daily rituals that women experiencing pelvic pain benefit from. And that includes the breath and pause breaks. So stay tuned for all 4 videos. Let's dive in. So, healing daily rituals. This is one of my favorite topics. I call the cultivation of healing daily rituals healing lifestyle design. Doesn't that sound great? And it is. It's creative and fun and playful. Okay, so healing daily rituals kind of tells you what it is. They are rituals you do on a daily basis that help you heal. It's basically the opposite of the daily habits that many people have that sabotage their health, that cause them to be diseased. So, healing daily rituals. Let's start with the science of change so that you can understand why healing daily rituals are so essential. So in the science of change, what we know now is that change is uncomfortable, which I think we've always known this, but we thought that it was a problem within ourselves, that it shouldn't be uncomfortable, that we should easily be able to change. And why can't I? I guess I just don't have willpower. Well, it's my fault. So people would blame themselves, but it's not our fault. Okay, it is uncomfortable because our mind and body are programmed for that comfortable thing that we always do. Whatever is the norm is comfortable to the mind and body. So anytime we cultivate a change, it's going to be uncomfortable. So be warned, be ready. It's going to be uncomfortable, and that's okay. If we stay in our comfort zone our whole life, we never experience the vastness, the amount of things that we're supposed to. We need to choose to go into those challenging situations, to go into the uncomfortable, because it's part of our journey in life. Okay? So don't stay stuck in sabotaging habits just because it gets uncomfortable. It's normal to be uncomfortable, and it won't always be uncomfortable. Okay, so that's one concept I want you to get around the science of change. The second concept I want you to understand with the science of change is that it takes time to rewire our brain and body, and really our whole mind, body, emotion, soul system. It takes time to rewire it all. So we do need to continue to do that new thing while it's uncomfortable for a certain period of time. Now, some research says 4 weeks and 6 weeks, but really it's person dependent. When that change starts to feel not as uncomfortable and gets into even the comfortable state, that's when, okay, it's a habit. It's a new habit that is helping you heal. Okay? So that's the second concept, is that it does take time. And remember the first concept, it's going to be uncomfortable. Welcome in that uncomfortableness. Give yourself a high five for saying yes to doing something new and uncomfortable that's good for you. Okay? The third idea I want you to get is the change you make, in addition to the daily ritual you choose, needs to come from your heart and soul. Not from your head, not from a friend, not from a magazine, not from a doctor. It has to be a hell yes to your heart and soul. The idea could come from a magazine, doctor, and all those places, but you can't say yes to it just through your head. It has to be your heart and soul saying, yep, this is the change I need to make. And having a why behind it. So let's take an example. Let's say you know every time you eat gluten, it causes issues where you have low energy, fogginess, and you're just not living your best life. Okay? So the change you need to make, you need to avoid gluten. So daily rituals that you may take on are eating meals without gluten, getting creative, making these meals. But the why behind that change and the daily rituals that you choose to help you change, the why behind it all is so that you have energy to play with your grandkids, to live your best life, to be the best version of you, to be the best partner. Okay? So the change and the daily ritual need to be a hell yes to your heart and soul. And there needs to be a why behind it. And you can remind yourself of that why every single day to help you continue doing that new thing every single day. And remembering it's going to be uncomfortable. Okay, so knowing those concepts from the science of change makes cultivating healing daily rituals and sticking with them easier. So let me give you an example of a real life patient that I worked with, Pam. And this is a very common story with most of the women I work with, really. So she came to me with pelvic pain, and she was living a pretty traditional mainstream life. 2 kids, 9-to-5 job, busy, kind of just doing life, okay? Well, she dove into the Pelvic Freedom Method program, and she learned that she's not only a physical body, but she's a mind, body, emotion, soul system. And she started to transform her beliefs, realizing one of the beliefs she held before was that she had to have a 9-to-5 job to earn an income. So she started peeling away the beliefs that were holding her back. She started to tune into her physical body and sense her intuition more, listen to her soul needs and desires, learn how to process her emotions and receive the guidance from them. So she did a lot of work around reharmonizing the mind, body, emotion, soul system. And to do that, she cultivated new daily rituals over time. So her daily life transformed. So it used to be she would wake up, get the kids off to school, grab a cup of coffee, drive 45 minutes to work, get it all done, eat lunch at her desk, drive home, get dinner on the table, have some wine after the kids went to bed, and got to bed late. Her new daily rituals, after understanding the root cause of her pelvic pain being that she was out of harmony in her mind, body, emotion, soul system, transformed. She would wake up an hour before the kids would. She would do her vision work. She would do some gratitude work. She looked forward to waking up. She would get her water, drink 16 to 32 ounces of water in the morning. She would do some movement. She would feel and sense into her body and ask what it needed. She would do some journaling after making her clean cup of coffee in the morning. She would wake the kids. She would dress for her soul. She loved this new thing. She loved getting dressed and dolled up for her soul and feeling good, allowing her clothing and how she looked to express her true self. Okay, and that's so fun for so many women who I think many have been taught to just wear whatever, not using style necessarily to express their true self. So anyway, she had fun doing that. She would then get the kids off to school, and this was a biggie. She stopped working full time and she started to create her own jewelry business, which was in her heart and soul forever. She had gone to school for art and jewelry design, but she had been told, and it was in her beliefs, that she could not earn an income doing that. Well, she totally transformed that belief. So she went part-time at her job so she could still bring in some income for the family while she created the business. She started to cultivate healthy dinners with the family and then go outside and play after eating. Lots of playtime in nature. Getting to bed early because she was excited to wake up for the next day. So, after 8 months of doing these healing daily rituals, continuing to dive into the pelvic freedom methodology, she gradually healed. By 10 months, pain-free. And she had had pain for 7 years. Okay? By month 12, Pam was pregnant, and she had been trying to get pregnant for years. 3 years to be exact. She was pregnant and doing her jewelry business full time. Okay? And it's because she did that down and dirty work, addressing the root cause, mind, body, emotion, soul, cultivated daily rituals. She knew the changes she had to make from the heart and soul, cultivated daily rituals to help her make those changes. And she reminded herself every day of that. Why? Because she wanted to be the best mom. She wanted to give her gifts to the world, be the best version of herself. Okay? So healing daily rituals are rituals you do every day, maybe multiple times, that help you heal. And they are essential because they help you cultivate long-term change. And that's the only way that we're going to get long-term pain relief and healing from the root. Okay? Come back for video number 2, where I am going to share with you how you can cultivate healing daily rituals specifically for your personal healing journey. See you in video 2.